Hello everybody, I'm Danrvdtree2000, also known as Dan2 Dan on Xbox Live, and it's that time again, that time of year where we're counting down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's next? It's gonna be the Usos versus Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin in a 2 out 3-4 tag team match for the SmackDown Live tag team titles. Yes, that's right, the Royal Rumble pay-per-view is this Sunday. It's January 28th, January 2018. Everybody loves the Royal Rumble. Everybody, well, I say everybody, except the non-wrestling fans, of course, but even they get excited. They get a huge pop. But, as if you haven't seen my channel before, what I do is to make these predictions, I predict the people that I think is going to win, which is basically that WWE has chosen to win, and who I want to win. And I will also make some bold predictions for the Royal Rumble match itself, including in the matches that are not so you know, with a few bonus points. And I will this is my first of many Royal Rumble related videos that I will make today and upload today because actually I probably might make one on Saturday because Saturday is my last day off before the Rumble starts. So. And I'm working on Sunday, and I'll probably most likely be off on Monday, so I can record your reactions to the actual pay-per-view. But let's get started with the first matchup, as is the Usos, the tag champs, defending the titles against Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. Who do I think is going to win? This is a tough one, but I actually think that WWE are going for new tag team champions in Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. Who do I want to win? The Usos is who I want to win. Now, who gets the first fall? The Usos, I think, will get the first fall. And who'll get, and of course we have to level it up by having, they always do that. So it'll be a quick pinfall from the Usos, then a quick pinfall to level it up, and then the last one will be a big battle until the final decision call is made, as I think Chad Gable or Shelton Benjamin will pull off a sneaky victory to get 1-1 after that. That's my opinion of how it's going to end up. Then, if anything, then somehow some shenanigans will happen, and after what happened a couple of weeks ago with the tag team titles were on the line and the referee didn't see the right Uso and the tags were made, all that will go down where they will make sure that it's the right Uso this time, and this time they will pin whoever with either Jimmy or Jey Uso to become WWE Tag Team Champions. That's right, I think. And to get the actual pinfall, a bonus point, it will be Shelton Benjamin. That's my pick anyway. So yes, I think that Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, and but I want the Usos to win. And well, going up to the next match. They do just set the bar! They are the bar! It's Cesaro and Sheamus challenge the Raw Tag Team Champions, Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins. That's Seth freaking Rollins. Who do I think is going to win? Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. Who do I want to win? The Bar! Sheamus and Cesaro. That's so. Why? Because I just think that they should have the tag team titles rather than being an odd duo of Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins. It's just doesn't make any sense to have them as a team. You know, them being discombobulated and all over the place. Chances are they probably will win, but just look at that stupid smirk on his face. in that picture. It just says it all, that he's going to be all full of confidence and cost Seth Rollins the match. My opinion, of course. So, yeah, they have that. I think it's just going to be that type of I cost you the match type of situation. Then Seth Rollins gets payback in the Royal Rumble match itself, and I'll get to that. As I will tell you a little bit about the Royal Rumble match, the men's Royal Rumble match, and again, I'll get to that in just a sec. So yeah, the Raw Tag Team Champions, whether there'll be something on the pre-show or the kickoff show, we don't know, because there isn't an Intercontinental or United States. So we have a huge main event for Monday Night Raw. The Universal Champion, the reigning, defending, Universal Heavyweight Champion, Brock Lesnar, will be defending his title against the Big Red Machine Kane and the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. This will be the first time Kane has gone face-to-face against Brock Lesnar. Technically, it's going to be face-to-face against Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman as well in a triple threat match, which means Brock Lesnar doesn't have to be pinned to lose the title. Spoiler alert, it's not gonna happen. Spoiler alert, somehow Roman Reigns will end up facing Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Oh, what everyone is saying. So therefore, that's why Brock Lesnar, is the person I think is gonna win this match. Who do I want to win? Braun Strowman. Because as dominant as he is, I would like to see him as a dominant champion. Maybe then having a certain somebody in the Royal Rumble match itself to go ahead and win it and go to face him at WrestleMania for the Universal title, but only to lose to Braun Strowman again. That will be a good one, but it won't happen. Or will it be that way round? Is that how we're gonna get Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar? Oh, maybe. So yeah, that is what I think is gonna happen. Who's gonna get the pin? I think that if it's who I think it's gonna win, Brock Lesnar will pin Kane. Because Braun Strowman, he's beaten Braun Strowman before, due to the fact that he's never faced technically Kane one-on-one, it'll be Kane. Yeah, and he'll take the fall. He'll take out Braun Strowman first, but outside, like through the table or something. And that'll be it, pretty much. And then it'll be F5. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Going to WrestleMania. Possibly. But next match. Well, this is an interesting one, but I will explain. Anyway, so it's AJ Styles defending his WWE Championship, and if it's my opinion of who I want to win the Royal Rumble goes on to WrestleMania to face AJ Styles, who I think will probably win this match. So yes, that's who I think is going to win. Who I want to win is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, as he has to defend it against both of them. See, if there's a big if they do manage to pull off the upset and go to WrestleMania as a co-champion, the weeks leading to that will probably be the dismantle of Team Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, because this reunition. Is that a word? Reunite. Anyway, this team being reunited again as a team and best friends like before ain't gonna last too long, because the build up to WrestleMania is gonna mean a lot to Kevin Owens, compared to Sami Zayn. He will probably pin AJ Styles, and then it'll be more of the case of, it's a bit like the Daniel Bryan and Kane situation, where he'll be like, I'm the WWE champion. Then Sami Zayn takes the title his way and says, no, I'm the WWE champion. No, I'm the WWE champion. After all, I pinned AJ Styles. We're a team. We work together. We're co-champions. They might even do the whole Michelle McCool and Lita thing and break the title. God damn it. They might do the whole Michelle McCool and Lita thing and break the title into two. No thanks, we don't want that. And who will be facing? And if a Raw superstar was to win the men's Royal Rumble, that's the main event at WrestleMania. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn for the WWE Championship. Some shenanigans from Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon causing the rivalry to butt heads even more and come to collision at WrestleMania. And I'll get to that after I announce my opinions of the men's Royal Rumble. But up next, the next match. Now, when I said men's, there is a brand new match this year, which is very good on WWE's part. The very first time ever, we're going to have a 30 women's over-the-top rope Royal Rumble match. Just be clear about that. Because in the past, when women have had battle royals, they could just eliminate them in any way possible. Underneath the ropes, through the bottom ropes, over the top. But 3 touches before that was it, they were gone. But it must be over the top rope. And then they're eliminated. And representing this Royal Rumble here is it's got Tamina, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Naomi, Asuka, Ruby Riott, Nia Jax, Natalya, the Miss Money in the Bank, Carmella, and Becky Lynch. There's gonna be more, like Lana, most likely, a couple of surprises here and there. Trish Stratus, maybe, Leader, perhaps, to make an appearance, and maybe the Bella Twins, and basically all the ones that made an appearance on Monday Night Raw 23rd anniversary, except Maria Kanellis, and of course Maurice Prigos in real life. Congratulations, Miz, and of course Mike Kanellis for becoming a father. So who's going to be the first ever woman to win the first ever women's Royal Rumble match? There are 3 to make. Actually, I'm going to tell you my top 5 outcomes, and then I'll choose who I think and who I want. If anything for first timers, it will probably the most unlikely situation, and I'm running out of time, is Nia Jax. She's a big threat, but I doubt it. Next up, we've got, this is all in one, it's the newbies, like the Riot Squad, or like a member of the Riot Squad, or the member of, Absolution. That's my pick. Another pick. As I was saying, there were 5 scenarios in which I was talking about. As I told you before, Nia Jax, as I said, the tag team, one of the tag team members of the tag team over the Riot Squad, one of the members of the Riot Squad will win, or one of the members of Absolution. Chances are that's, again, not very likely either. The third one is a returning legend, which I probably don't want to see winning that, because it's be the first time ever, but it's won by an old legend. But I'll get to that in a second as well with my predictions for this match. The second one is an outsider, which again is most likely, aka Ronda Rousey. That is the scenario that number one, which is, again, more likely Asuka. That is the most scenario here. But, so, with that being said, who do I think is going to win? God forbid that this happens. Ronda Rousey. Everyone's saying that Ronda Rousey's going to win the Rumble. So, yeah, I just don't want it to be won by her, really. But that's who I'm going to pick who I think is going to win. Who would I would want to see is two different scenarios here. Asuka is my number one pick. And the second one is Stephanie McMahon. Holds the glory for herself. Everyone has entered. Asuka's probably cleaned house by now, or even staring down at Ronda Rousey. And let's say that Asuka's been at since number 3 or 4, and like Ronda Rousey's coming at the surprise entry at number 27. Perfect spot for Ronda Rousey, by the way. And she starts clearing house and saying that Bayley and Sasha, both Ronda Rousey, Bayley goes to attack Ronda Rousey. She gets rid of Bayley. Then Sasha tries to eliminate Ronda Rousey. Asuka eliminates Sasha. Then they shove it down. There's one more spot to come down. Number 30. There goes 10, 9, 8. That's just they're gonna chop it down. Then they 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I would play the music, but I'll get caught down for copyright. It's down on Brits, and then here comes the queen of the time, Stephanie McMahon, dressed up in like just the outfit she wore for SummerSlam or something, and everyone's going bonkers. The commentators is going, "Oh my God, Stephanie McMahon, the man that made a Rumble match, the man that started the Women's Revolution at the beginning for everybody." Well, that changed it to the Revolution. She's like all dressed up, looking at Asuka, looking at Ronda Rousey, and they're both pulls looking at her. It's like Ronda Rousey's looking at Asuka, and they're like, and then she's like, "Oh crap!" And she puts her hands up and goes, "I'm walking away. I'm walking away." Then all of a sudden, Asuka, because, after what happened a couple of years ago with Ronda Rousey and Stephanie McMahon, from behind, up goes Asuka. Bye-bye, Asuka. Ronda Rousey eliminates Asuka. So then Stephanie McMahon just has a little quick stare down, just like goes round, and like she's like staring at like Ronda Rousey's just like completely circling her as she's trying to make a move into the ring. And you can even have a heel help out Stephanie McMahon to win, like the 1995 Royal Rumble when Vince McMahon won it. You can have someone that has had. You can have you can have Natalia. Because, the McMahon screwed over Bret Hart, and maybe they can have Natalia in the back pocket and come down, or one of the champs, Charlotte or Alexa Bliss come down. And yeah, the champ was The Rock, who was the champ at the time, but Vince McMahon won the Royal Rumble. So maybe you can have, or even Triple H, just interfering. After getting humiliated by Ronda Rousey, she's like leaning over the ropes saying, "Hey, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?" Boom! Eliminated by Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon wins the Women's Royal Rumble. And she can face either Alexa Bliss or Charlotte, but in this scenario case, she would probably end up facing Charlotte compared to Alexa Bliss. Because Charlotte is a face and Alexa Bliss is a heel. That would be the perfect scenario. Just my opinion. I don't book these things, but if I was to book it, damn, that is how I would do it. But up next, the next match, and final match, is of course the Men's Royal Rumble match. We got, yes, we've got Woken, Matt Hardy. You got Finn Balor. You got Randy Orton, who won it last year. You got John Cena, as a multiple-time Royal Rumble winner. You got Shinsuke Nakamura. Come on! You got Elias, you got Baron Corbin, you got Bray Wyatt, you got Titus O'Neil, you got Apollo Crews, you got The New Day, you got, who else is in there? You got Rusev, you got Aiden English. And I'm going to tell you now, the chances are we're going to have the Roman Reigns, we're going to have The Miz, we're going to probably even have the Mr. make an appearance. We're probably even going to see Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, considering that Finn Balor's in there too. We're probably going to also probably see, who else? Maybe a returning Jeff Hardy to stare down with Woken Matt Hardy. Probably might even see a few odd surprises here and there. And there's a couple of debuts that I would like to see at number 3 and even at number 27. One of them being Pete Dunne, and another one being Kenny Omega or Ricochet, or even possibly Kenny Omega. They are some really big picks that could easily make a really good Royal Rumble competitor. There's loads of guys, 30 guys to headline WrestleMania. The only ones I don't want to see win this Royal Rumble match is John Cena, Randy Orton, or Bray Wyatt. Because Bray Wyatt was in the main event of WrestleMania last year and failed to retain his title against the winner of that match, or the Rumble match last year, Randy Orton. Personally, I want to see Elias clash heads with John Cena, and Elias actually eliminating John Cena. That will be awesome. And perhaps later down the line, John Cena can cost Elias his last chance when he's like in the Final 4 or something. That'll be awesome. Have some shenanigans with a legend come down. If there's one legend again I'd like to see return, I'd like to see Hulkamania come back at the Royal Rumble. It's not gonna happen, but it'll be funny. It'll be fun. So who do I think is gonna win? This is the toughest question I could ever ask myself. If I'm going on statistics, and if I'm going on... So I don't want to say John Cena, and I don't want to say Randy Orton. Braun Strowman is who I think is going to win the Royal Rumble. Because, as I said, I think Brock Lesnar will end up going to win that WWE Championship. But again, all the losers, and maybe even the winners, will go on to the Royal Rumble match itself. Like, the Usos will be in there. I think even the Chad Gable, Shelton Benjamin, the Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus. I think if AJ Styles was to go on to WrestleMania and defeat Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, last minute entries, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Hell, because of that reason, Shane McMahon will be thrown in there. And then to follow up the Shane McMahon entry, Daniel Bryan will come out to stop him from eliminating Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And they could eliminate each other in some way or another. Like, Shane McMahon could eliminate Daniel Bryan, which would be very bad. Because I don't want Daniel Bryan to win the Royal Rumble. It will make a good entry. The crowd will love it. The crowd will go, yes, yes, yes. Personally, I don't want him to win. Because if we're going to see a Shane McMahon versus Daniel Bryan rivalry matchup where we can say, hey, he's in the Royal Rumble match, which means he's possibly fit to be in a match. Shane McMahon versus Daniel Bryan, what we're going to see at WrestleMania. To start things off, it will be an elimination by Shane McMahon. and even throwing Kurt Angle in there with Triple H as well, just to set off that rivalry for WrestleMania as well. And even maybe even add the Undertaker in there and have someone eliminate him. I don't know. Maybe throwing Goldberg. That'll be funny as hell. And if Brock Lesnar loses the title, maybe he could go in the Royal Rumble match. But yes, who do I think? It's very, very hard. I do not want some big names to win. So, as I said, I'm sticking to what I said. And I think it'll be Braun Strowman. I think that Brock Lesnar will most likely retain. It's more likely. And Braun Strowman will win the Royal Rumble. Rumble. You know. And who do I want to win? Shinsuke Nakamura! Just because it'll be an awesome match to see AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, main eventing WrestleMania, not necessarily in the actual main event, but at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. That would be awesome. No fatal 4-way match with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens being in there too. I wanted Shinsuke versus AJ. They've collided in the past at New Japan, and they can collide again at WrestleMania. Huge, big match. So yes, Shinsuke Nakamura, the man next to John Cena in this photo, to win it all. Doesn't necessarily have to be number 1 or number 2 or early in the matchup and build his way up into an Iron Man. He can come in late, if it was maybe getting halfway through the run, but number 25. For I care. As long as he wins it, that's my person who I want to win. Who do I think? As I said, I think Braun Strowman will make an appearance, eliminate a bunch of people, win the Rumble at the last minute. There. So let me know who you think is going to win Royal Rumble 2018. Who do you think is going to go to WrestleMania? Will all the matches build up to be big, huge WrestleMania-like matches? Well, we might see Elias take on John Cena at WrestleMania. Will we see Shinsuke versus AJ? Will we see Kevin Owens and AJ Styles take on Shane McMahon? Or will we see Daniel Bryan versus Shane McMahon? We have no idea. Kurt Angle versus Triple H. All these are possible in this Royal Rumble situation. Surprise entries, debuts. Will we see them all? Let me know in the comments below. And I'm Danrvdtree2000, also known as Danrvdtree2000 on Xbox Live. And I will see you guys at the Royal Rumble match and pay-per-view. And until then, bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to watch the previous video, click on the video on the left. But if you want to watch the playlist, then click on the video on the right. Also, feel free to click subscribe by clicking on the Master Chief icon on the top.